Free-to-play games just keep getting better, and 2025 is already shaping up to be incredible. From massive open-world adventures to intense shooters and creative indie projects, there's a lot to look forward to. In this video, we're diving into the very best upcoming free-to-play titles you need to keep on your radar. Whether you're into action, strategy, or something totally new, this list is something for everyone. This is Undercoverdudes, and these are the top 10 free PC games to play in 2025. Starting out, we have Still Hunters, a PvPvE shooter that throws you into mech battles where strategy and firepower go hand in hand. This game focuses on large mechs clashing in team-based combat, where you can upgrade and modify your machines with different weapons, armor, and abilities, allowing for tons of tactical variety. A significant point to mention is that it's being made by the developers of World of Tanks, so fingers crossed they take the best parts of that game and not the painful microtransactions. Overall, with a gritty art style and massive battlefield scale, Still Hunters is shaping up to be a must-try for fans of mech warfare when it launches sometime in 2025. Next, we have Star Wars Hunters, a game that brings the Star Wars universe into competitive arena battles. Set after the fall of the Empire, this 4v4 hero shooter lets you pick from bounty hunters, stormtroopers, and even a droid who thinks it's a Jedi, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Matches take place in iconic Star Wars-inspired locations, and the gameplay focuses on fast team-based action. It's designed to be approachable, but still offers depth for competitive play and looks genuinely enjoyable, but with more of a casual angle than we've seen in games like Overwatch 2 and Marvel Rivals. Regardless, with such a big IP behind it, the PC Steam port means that Star Wars Hunters is definitely worth checking out in 2025. Next up is Sonic Rumble, Sega's answer to the party battle royale craze, bringing Sonic into fast-paced multiplayer gameplay. Think Fall Guys, but with the classic Sonic speed and platforming, where players race through chaotic obstacle courses, dodge traps, and compete to be the last one standing. The colourful, energetic maps are packed with Sonic-themed hazards and power-ups, making every round unpredictable. As per Star Wars Hunters, the choice to take an existing and iconic series and move it towards a trendy genre does make sense, but we'll see if it actually results in a good game. What we do know though is that the system specs for this are incredibly low, so anyone can play this game. Whether you're a long-time Sonic fan or just looking for a fun casual multiplayer game, Sonic Rumble looks like it's going to deliver some decent fun when it drops in 2025. Next is one of the most exciting upcoming free-to-play games, and it's called Arc Raiders, a cooperative third-person shooter developed by former DICE developers, now slated for release in 2025. This game takes a fresh approach to the shooter genre, focusing on squad-based combat where you and your team fight off relentless waves of massive mechanical enemies, known as the Arc. The gameplay is all about large-scale battles, using a wide variety of weapons and gadgets to take down towering mechs and drones. It's not just a typical run-and-gun shooter, teamwork and strategy are essential, and the gameplay looks really good. Visually, Arc Raiders looks stunning too, with next-level graphics that really set it apart. Although the exact release date is still unknown, the wait for this ambitious shooter feels worth it, but it feels like the monumental success of the finals has pushed back work on Arc, an unfortunate but understandable compromise. Next up is Arena Breakout Infinite, a hardcore tactical shooter that's clearly inspired by Escape from Tarkov, but with its own spin. The goal overall is simple: get in, secure valuable loot, and get out alive. But between AI enemies and other players hunting you down, that's easier said than done. What makes Arena Breakout Infinite stand out though is its impressive visuals and incredibly realistic sound design, which crank up the tension during every raid. The gunplay is tight and satisfying, with deep customization for weapons and gear. While it's drawn criticism for its more blatant inspiration from Tarkov, for players who love the thrill of extraction shooters but want something a bit more accessible, or just something that doesn't come with a hefty price tag, Arena Breakout Infinite is absolutely worth checking out when it finally comes to Steam in 2025. With that said, the game is actually available on PC right now, but Steam release is coming a bit later. It's been a long wait, but the Skate series is finally making its return, and this time it's going free to play. EA is bringing back the iconic skateboarding series with a fresh focus on community-driven content and live service updates. The core of the game stays true to what made the original so popular, a physics-based trick system that rewards creativity and skill. But now it's set in a much larger, fully open world where players can freely skate, explore, and interact. Customization seems to be a major part of this new Skate 2, with plenty of options to personalize your skater and board. EA has also promised no pay-to-win mechanics, focusing instead on cosmetics and optional content, but I'll believe it when I see it. There's still no solid release date yet, but with its blend of classic gameplay and modern updates, this could be the perfect revival for skateboarding games. Next is Neverness to Everness, a game that's shaping up to be one of the most ambitious free-to-play releases this year. Developed by Hodder Studio, it blends fast-paced action JRPG combat with a massive open-world experience. Unfortunately, it also includes gacha mechanics, which might turn some players away. Still, all of this coming from a much smaller developer might have some doubters, but the game's expansive world, fluid combat, and flashy visuals are definitely turning heads. What's even more impressive is that it's launching on PC, PS5, and mobile, which is a bold move for a game of this scale. It's still too early to tell if Neverness to Everness will live up to the hype, but it's showing enough promise to keep a close eye on. If it delivers, this could be a standout title for 2025. Next is Path of Exile 2, set to be a massive leap forward for the franchise, building on everything that made the original game a staple in the ARPG genre. Grinding Gear Games is delivering a brand new 7-act campaign, updated visuals, and much smoother, more impactful combat. One of the biggest changes is the completely reworked skill gem system, which now allows for even deeper build customization and more creative playstyles. New weapon types, fresh classes, and complex in-game content are all on the table, and even better, Path of Exile 2 will coexist with the original game, meaning fans can enjoy both experiences without losing progress. Well, technically it's available right now in paid early access at a rather steep $30 USD, for the rest of us it will be coming out free to play sometime in 2025. Next is Frag Punk, a game that is bringing a bold twist to the hero shooter genre, but mixing fast-paced gunfights with strategic card-based abilities. In every match, players can draw and play cards that dramatically alter the flow of the game, whether it's buffing your weapons, changing the environment, or using powerful abilities. This mechanic adds an unpredictable layer of strategy, making every match feel fresh and dynamic. Visually, Frag Punk stands out as well with its bright, stylized art style and smooth animations, giving it a vibrant energy that separates it from more traditional shooters. The gunplay looks tight and responsive, with hero abilities that demand quick thinking, and this balance of high-speed action and on-the-fly strategy could potentially be a killer combo for multiplayer fans. If you're a fan of games like Apex Legends or Valorant, but want something that shakes up the formula, Frag Punk is definitely one to watch when it releases in March this year. Next is Splitgate 2, a game that is shaping up to be a massive step forward for the arena shooter genre. The original title gained popularity by blending classic Halo-style gunplay with mind-bending portal mechanics, creating fast-paced strategic combat that felt both familiar and fresh. The sequel aims to push this even further with smoother gameplay, new weapons, and even more creative ways to outsmart your opponents using portals. Visually, Splitgate 2 is getting a massive upgrade with improved graphics and more detailed maps, making each arena more immersive. On top of all of this, the expanded customization options will let players tailor their weapons, armor, and loadouts to match their playstyle. With that said, if the developers can build on the solid foundation of the original while introducing fresh content and updates, Splitgate 2 could easily become a major force in the competitive shooter scene. And that brings us to the end of this list. While these 10 titles are awesome, did I forget any? Let me know in the comments section below, and also tell me your favorite upcoming free-to-play games.